Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Digital Learning Day 6. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. We had some pretty nice weather, so I hope everybody enjoyed it. Okay, so what we are doing today is just kind of doing a little analysis of the elimination method. And we're kind of going to look at some of the assignment from Friday. Okay, so I'm going to go over some of the answer key. For others, I'm just going to write the answer in there because I don't want to go over every single question. I want you guys to rework at least one of the problems that you got wrong. And I encourage you to try one of them that I did not completely go over, one that I just put the answer. Okay, so here we go. Okay, I'm not going to go over number 1, but I just want to talk to you really quick about the LCM. Okay, so in looking at my coefficients here, for x I have a 2 and a 5. Okay, for y I have a 3, and then I'm going to add in a 1. Oops. Okay, so you want to look at your smaller coefficient and see if it can divide into your larger coefficient evenly. Okay, if it can, that means you only have to change one of the equations. So 2 cannot divide into 5, okay? But 1 can divide into 3. Okay, so that means we have to change this -1 to be -3 because we want it to cancel out with +3y. Okay, so for this, we would simply be multiplying just the bottom equation by 3. Okay, because 3 times -1y would give me -3y, whoops, which I would then be able to cancel out, just like that. Okay, I'm not going to go over the entire problem. I'm going to put the answer on the side. Okay, I worked out all these problems yesterday, and the answer should be 1.2, comma, 5.2. Okay, there's the coordinate of your solution. Okay, I am going to fully go over number 2 here. Okay, so let's look at the coefficients for this for a second, not paying attention to the negatives. Okay, so we've got a 3 and a 5 for the x's, and we've got a 4 and a 7. Okay, 3 cannot go into 5 evenly, and 4 cannot go into 7 evenly. Okay, so that means we are going to have to change both equations. Okay, so I'm going to deal with the x's. I decided that I want to eliminate the x's. Okay, you may have eliminated the y's, but we should get the same answer if we both did it correctly. Okay, so I'm trying to find the least common multiple between 3 and 15. Okay, if you still don't understand this, I'm going to give you an easy way to do it. Okay, I'm going to look at my smaller coefficient, which is 3. So I'm going to start listing the multiples of 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Ding, ding, ding. There's a number that 5, my second coefficient, also divides into evenly. Okay, so the least common multiple of 3 and 5 is 15. Okay, so I'm going to erase that and start working through the problem. Okay, so that means I have to get one of the coefficients to equal -15 and one to equal +15 so that they can go ahead and cancel out. Okay, so I'm going to take the first equation and multiply it by 5, because 3 times 5 gets me to +15. I'm going to take the bottom equation and multiply it by -3, because -3 times 5 gets me to -15. Okay, that's what I'm trying to do here. So I'm going to multiply down on the bottom. The first equation, 5 times 3 gives me 15x. And I've got 5 times -4y, which gives me -20y, is equal to 5 times 10, which gives me 50. Okay, the bottom one, I've got -3 times 5y, that gives me x, -15x. I've got -3 times 7y, which gives me -21y. is equal to -3 times 3, which gives me -9. Okay, so here I go. I can eliminate my x's. Okay, I'm going to keep writing over here in the other box. So now I just add down. So -20 and -21y gives me -41y is equal to 50 plus -9, which gives me +41. Okay, divide by -41, divide by -41, and y is equal to -1. Okay, so now I got to take my y, and guys, you do not have to plug it into one of the equations that you've recreated over here. Okay, keep it simple and plug it into an equation that has smaller numbers. So I'm going to plug it into this original equation. So I've got 3x minus 4 multiplied by -1 is equal to 10. Okay, simplify 3x. Then I've got -4 times -1, which gives me +4 is equal to 10 minus 4. Okay, that goes away. I've got 3x is equal to 6. Divide 3, and x is equal to 2. Okay, remember my solution is x comma y. So my solution here is 2 comma -1. Okay, one other thing I want to quickly go over, guys. You can plug in both your x and your y into any of the equations here to see if you get it right. Okay, so this is called your check. So I'm going to take my x value and my y value and plug it into 3x minus 4y is equal to 10. Okay, so I've got 3 multiplied by 2 minus 4 multiplied by -1 is equal to 10. Okay, if in fact I solved my system correctly, I should get that this whole side is equal to 10. Okay, so let's double check. 3 times 2 gives me 6. And then I've got a -4 times a -1 that gives me +4 is equal to 10. Okay, this is in fact true. 10 is equal to 10. Okay, so you guys need to check your answers. Okay, here's number 3. Okay, I'm not going to go over this one. I'm simply going to put in the answer. Okay, so here we go. The answer is -4, comma, -7. Okay, I encourage you guys to rework one of the ones that I didn't go through. Okay, number 4, I am going to go through this one. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to add my coefficient right here. Okay, so in both these cases, I can look at my coefficients. I've got 2 and 4. 2 does go into 4. Okay, and then I've got 1 and 2 for the y's. 1 does go into 2. So in this case, I'm only changing one of the equations. So I'm going to choose to deal with my x's here. Okay, so I'm going to multiply the top equation by -2. Okay, because I know that -2 times 2 is going to give me -4x, which is what I need to cancel out. So I'm going to do it down here on the bottom. -2 times 2 gives me -4x. Then I've got -2 times -1, which gives me +2y, is equal to -2 times -1 gives me +2. Okay, I'm going to cross that out. Look what happens here. So 4x and -4x obviously cancel out because that's what I was trying to do. But -2y and +2y also cancel out. Okay, so I'm left with 0 over on the left-hand side. Okay, remember when you cancel out everything on one side of the equal sign, you have to put 0. Not 0y, just 0. Okay, just like Negative 2 plus 2 gives you 0. Negative 2y plus 2y also gives you 0. Okay, so what we're left with is 0 equals 2. Okay, this is one of our special solutions here. We know that this is not equal, so my answer would be no solution. Okay, the last one I am also not going to go over, but you should get infinite solutions. Okay, I'm just going to put IS. Okay, I hope this helped. And today's assignment is just going to be an analysis of kind of what you did on Friday's assignment and how your understanding is. All right, so again, the first problem in the assignment today is going to ask you to rework one of the problems from Friday's homework that you got incorrect. And I would encourage you to work one of the ones out that I didn't go over, that I just gave you the answer to, and see if you can get to the correct answer, okay? That's how learning takes place. Don't just copy down what I have, okay? Unless maybe those were the only 2 that you got wrong, okay? Good luck, guys. Please email me with questions. I'm trying to solidify our understanding of the elimination method before we move on. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.